Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Patmos, and it is Wednesday, March the 18th, and today is a big day. Uh, for those of you who follow this area of news, the federal court in Massachusetts, Judge Brian Murphy, issued a ruling 2 days ago on March the 16th that set an injunction against the CDC's ACIP and their recommendations on all their vaccine recommendations, the ones that changed the schedule and removed hepatitis B vaccination at childbirth, all those things that the ACIP decided since it has been reconfigured by Robert F. Kennedy have all been thrown out. The ruling is a very, very important ruling, and I attached a link to it below so you can read the judge's ruling for yourself. But this ruling is very important because it was an action brought by the American Academy of Pediatrics and 5 other physician groups in federal court, naming the defendants Robert Kennedy, Marty Makary, and Jay Bhattacharya for having arbitrarily and capriciously fired all 17 members of the ACIP and replaced them with unqualified members in an arbitrary, capricious, and illegal manner. So the judge said that this new ACIP committee membership is unqualified and was put there in an arbitrary and capricious manner that violated the law. They didn't follow the process for how to post a position on the Federal Register and evaluate candidates and so forth. Robert Kennedy basically just inserted people in that committee that he wanted on there by skirting all of the rules for such appointments, and he appointed people that the court has now found are unqualified. If you read the court's ruling, it's really dramatic. I mean, this is very unusual for a court to come out. Normally, a court would say the committee and refer, but here this court refers to the individuals on the committee specifically. It names every single one of them, and it says that most of them have no qualifications at all. It does refer to others that have some qualifications, but not enough. And the conclusion is that the committee members are distinctly unqualified, and that includes Dr. Robert Malone, who claims he is the inventor of the mRNA vaccine, which we know he's not. But the court, after evaluating his credentials, decided he's not qualified. He doesn't have the qualifications or experience to be on this committee. It did acknowledge the work that he did as a student 30 years ago, working in the lab of Dr. Verma and Dr. Feldner, but makes it clear that his claims regarding that research are disputable. So anyhow, this is a big and important day. The ACIP committee cannot meet right now. The judge said this committee is illegally configured and it cannot meet. He did say that it could meet again in the future, but this raises all kinds of problems with what are we going to do now with this committee. If the committee is unqualified and was put there illegally violating all kinds of process rules for federal appointments, then that whole committee needs to be disbanded. So this is a big day. All of those things that you heard about the COVID vaccine and the hepatitis B vaccine, all those recommendations that came out of the ACIP committee, you can ignore them. They're all, the court has said they cannot be, those are not official recommendations. They can now be ignored. Go back to listening to what your doctors tell you, real doctors. So anyhow, that's my post for today. Read the judge's decision below. It's really interesting, especially the language where it refers to the doctors, the people on the ACIP committee as unqualified and lacking experience. And I love the phrase distinctly unqualified. Dr. Malone's not happy about this. He's been on Twitter today complaining about it, but the court found that after looking at his credentials is that he is distinctly unqualified. Have a good day.